We're building up an analogy between her eating her favorite foods and giving you a blowjob. So she'll say something like, well, I love ice cream. Ah, you like ice cream. I can definitely see that. Is that what you're gonna do to me? Feed me ice cream until I'm too fat to cheat on you? I bet.
What?
Imagine.
Like I was like kind of sucked into that sort of dialogue, this imaginary dialogue he was having, and then he dropped that bomb on us. What?
Oh
what are you talking about?
Is
this something that he's thinking to himself, or what?
Hold on a second. Let me interject my insecurities into this for a second.
Yeah.
So I was going grocery shopping, as one does, you know, going grocery shopping, buying food,
What's
buying
that?
stuff they need. It's a good question. I was buying dildos and stuff.
That's
Okay.
That's not food.
I know
That's also what I get at the grocery store, for sure.
he was asking what's that, so I was just trying to tell him, you know, buying. Okay.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So I grabbed all my stuff. I grabbed, like, you know, chicken, whatever, and I went and I'm going to the checkout, going through the line, and put everything up on the conveyor belt. And somebody gets behind me, and I notice it's a girl, and she was pretty attractive. I was just like, you know what, she's good looking, and I kept looking over, like occasionally, just like glancing over, and as the cashier was checking me out, she looks at me and she says, "Did you find everything you're looking for?" I said, "Absolutely." And so she looks at me like very intensely, winks at me, and says, "And more, right?" And I completely lost my shit. She caught me in real life staring at the girl next to me. And they both
confronted you about it.
and confronted me about it.
Basically was just like, I know
And then-
what you did.
They both start laughing, the girl behind me and the cashier. And so I just fucking shut down completely and get the fuck out with my groceries. And don't
No,
say a
this was your
fucking word.
chance.
This was the one opportunity. And fucking
She
being,
set you up.
I know.
She set you up. Huge cock block there by the cashier.
The cashier was like probably like 45, like pushing on to 50. But the way that she did it was just like so fucking sly. She was just like, with the wink and shit, so good. And so, okay, I'll let you take the next part. I can't hear you at all.
That was a second part to that story?
What do you mean the second part to the story?
I thought,
Gang's off the podcast. Gang's off the podcast. He's not with it.
No,
He's
sorry.
not-
I was flipping my screens around so that I could more visually become attentive to your guys' webcams and see your beautiful faces.
Imagine one of your friends goes through such a traumatic experience and you're not even paying attention to them. You're just sitting here flipping through screens and like,
wow, dude, that's
this is
crazy.
supposed to be a podcast. This is episode 1. High stakes, man. We got to be bringing our A game or else nobody's going to fucking watch this.
No, you're right.
But I told it to Gang,
but-
and I sent it, and I started talking to him on Facebook, and I was like, hey, you know, this happened to me. And he said something very interesting after that.
What'd you say, gang?
So I said about your woman problem, you should probably get one of Jesse Charger's seminars. And you're probably asking yourself who the fuck Jesse Charger is. And
Yeah, that's my question.
yeah, so in relation with today's topic, I guess we're talking about what's considered a pickup artist, someone in that vein, that line of work, correct?
Yeah.
And the original sort of inception night of the podcast where Grim and I had actually sat down and developed a title, if you will, and we landed on something very basic because everything is taken, first off. Second, what did I say, Grim? Like
Every single like taken is an
every
understatement.
single thing searched was taken, or something so close that we couldn't do it.
Every
Someone's got a
podcast
podcast name for everything.
Everybody has a podcast name for fucking everything. And one of the things that we looked into was, as a joke, was just like how to start a harem. And we were just like going through, and it was just like I found like how to start a harem 101, and it just opened up this rabbit hole.
Like it was like so oddly specifically a tutorial that we couldn't help but dive in, right? Like we had to listen to it, and
you had to learn.
We studied it. We began learning how to develop a harem, but also kind of going down the deep dive into the rabbit hole, you know, on this guy who's developed a business that is based off of pickup artistry, correct? And sort of this strange gamification of dating and experiencing.
Like I feel like I know what this guy looks like. Like I don't, but I feel like I do.
But in the back of your head, yes, you're like, sort of.
What do you think? What do you think he looks like? Let's describe him.
So, I'm picturing like maybe 6'1" pretty pale white, but maybe has a little bit of a tan to him. Some slick back black hair is what I'm picturing.
Grim, is he just sort of describing me? Is he looking at my webcam and just describing me? Like
glasses, a slightly larger than average nose, a great jaw structure,
just a jutting jawline. No, and on top of that, my biggest question, because I was thinking about this, Grim, in preparation for today, was how do you accredit yourself into such a field? Like, how do you, are we going body count? Are we sort of, what are these credentials? There's no sort of life coaching certification, if you will, to be had, right? Is that, can we all agree on that? Like, how do you give yourself sort of validity in this space to be say like, yeah, I'll teach you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've fucked 1,000 women, whatever it is. Like, that's so
I think it's
strange
percentage.
to me.
It's percentage of nights he goes out that he pulls.
Yes, you're right. And he's got like an Excel sheet and a spreadsheet and the whole nine, dude. And I can only imagine someone who would get into this deeply,
How to get laid any percent? It's a fucking
80% speed run.
80% speed run.
Hey guys, I went in there trying to get the 100%, but I left with the hand job, so it's like 35%. But I still finished, so that's a completion.
The gradient scale run. Stuff. Oh my god! See, so you can see how distorted that view is, and so how like dissociated from like life, like what that experience might even be for somebody that, I don't know, gravitates towards it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it'd be this strange, like logistical thing in your head. Like it's so strange.
I'm just going to say that maybe this dude's game works for him or worked for him, but there's no way the guys that are subscribed to his philosophy, they can't pull with the same ability.
The guy looks he probably has done, just fine and dandy. But that was sort of my biggest question thinking about this topic and being like, why is this? Why is this? What kind of business is this to be? What kind of product and service, and how you validate that sort of from like an accreditation standpoint. I just thought that part was so funny because it's like, I will teach you. And it's like, well, how do we know? How do we know that you've slayed that many women? That doesn't make any, it makes very little sense to me. So we can totally get into it, but
all right, before
there's a money back guarantee. Like, you think if you take his course and don't pull in 30 days, you get your money. If you don't pull in 30 days, you get your money back.
I guarantee you, and when we go into it, we'll see if that's a thing. But my bet is there's a 30-day money back guarantee, but I bet you it's very fucking like shady. It's like, hey, if you buy it, but you watched 2 of the videos, you can't get your
for sure. Some stipulatory stuff for sure.
It's like, oh, this is a 24-hour thing. Like you can only get a refund within 24 hours.
Imagine that situation. You're like, hold on. I bet Jesse's got a bundle for this. And he goes and he looks and he's just like, oh my God, look, he's got a PDF, a quick guide. That's what I need. I got an hour and a half before we head to the bar. Boom. You're learning, you're studying, you're prepping, and then you go and you're just like, nah, dude, that was a 35%. Like Grim said, I just got a handy in the bathroom. Like we're back. I want that $90 back. I know it's unfair, but I want that.
I want a cheat sheet like a little cheat sheet that the guys take to the bar. It's like in their wallet. They're like pulling it out. They're like, okay, hello, broad. No, okay.
He's looking at it in his sleeve, you know.
Yeah.
If you guys
So
had
movie
a
episode.
pickup artist name, what would your name be?
Ooh, tough one. Steven slays a ton. Steven slays a ton. And that'd be it.
Philip McCrevices.
It's a good one.
I like Steven as a first name, but I would do like Steven suck my balls.
Well, it's a little more explicit.
Hey, but it's a good one. It's like Seagal, but like suck my balls, you know?
Suck on my nuts.
Suck my nuts, jiggle me newts.
Jiggle me nuts.
Oh no, we're gonna get into all these bits. This is gonna become like getting someone with these bits.
Is this going to be a thing? I guess we should like introduce ourselves because but before I do that, this is episode 1 of Epoch Co Podcast. I am Grimace. The inaugural episode. I am Grimace, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
My name is Genghis Khan, and I've known Grim for I don't know what now, like 7 years, 8 years probably. And yeah, we started a Discord, and it's sort of grown, and we decided to lay some shit down, you know, just get into the nitty gritty topically, right?
I thought you were gonna say lay some pipe. I legitimately
Just gonna lay some. It would be very on brand with the topic for tonight, for sure. It was he and I and everybody on that, you know, on the Discord. We're just laying pipe.
Yeah, and I'm a Vibe Chicken. I'm also a member. I've known Gang for basically my whole life.
Yeah,
at this point,
since we were 7, like
yeah.
10, 7 to 10, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and I've known Grim for about 6 years now, something like that.
14 years. Well, today's episode is actually, this is a banger of a title. It's actually one of Jesse Charger's course names, and the name is. Oh, I have to look this up and make sure that I have it right. Oh, it's
nonverbal sexual mind control.
Yes, it's non-sexual
verbal
mind control.
Good thing you've got those headphones on, because we're gonna hypnotize you.
Oh, so it's nonverbal.
Nonverbal.
Continue.
Sexual mind control.
Yes.
Does this mind control only work for sexual activities? You think Jesse's going to tell me if it works for other
Do you
things?
think this has wider militaristic applications? We don't know. I don't know.
But
Could I use this at the workplace? Like if I need to get a coffee?
Into the defense budget immediately.
So what I imagine this is Jesse. This is Jesse how he sells his courses is what my thinking is.
I'm in.
Did you buy it?
I mean, yeah, I'm in.
That's how I imagine him selling his courses.
Is it hotter in here?
I think it's hotter in here. About 10 degrees.
Just took a shower, but might have to go take another.
Let's check out his Instagram real quick.
Oh, you know it's gonna be gas. This dude. Oh my! It's a different hat, but the same kind of vibe.
It is a vibe. It's a total vibe.
It is, yes.
So you know what this Instagram says? This Instagram says I can pull anywhere in the world. Him on the beach, him in the mountains, him by the fountain. This guy's like, I pull all across the world. Everywhere I'm pulling.
This Instagram looks like I listened to Jason Mraz when I was 20 years old, and I picked up 2 girls at a fucking coffee shop, and that was set for life.
You know, this dude learned how to play Remedy on the guitar. And he was just singing Remedy on the guitar. And he's like, wow, this is killing it right now.
Is that actually what his bio said, like word for word?
Yeah.
No, go back up. What even is that thumbnail? Watch my latest. No, it doesn't. God.
Oh, the shirt.
I mean,
nice with the
he's
fit
ripped,
bod,
though.
dude.
He's a ripped daddy. That's for sure.
He doesn't. Yeah, he really just doesn't look like I thought he was gonna look. Okay, I'll be honest. A little too many shirtless pics, but you know, we get it.
Yeah.
What is that?
We got inundated.
What is that?
I
you know.
I want to hang out with this dude. I want to hang out with you, Jesse. If you ever watch this, dude,
naked women in
let's hang out.
broad daylight. I
Jesse,
can't.
Obviously, you're making a bunch of money off this stuff Fly us out. Give us an example of it. Let us know what it's about. This
Go to the
is
first
a crazy
Instagram.
life.
Go to the first post. First post.
He's very...
It's going to be very wholesome watch.
Chilling in Pompeii, Italy. It's huge.
Hashtag chilling in Pompeii. It's crazy what happened here. Am I right?
But like, look at. Would you wear that in Italy? That get up that he's got.
Oh, if you're like a seduction artist, yes, obviously you're wearing that get up because he knows what he has works for him in America. He's trying it everywhere.
I can't knock that for sure. But when we first landed on this, I thought it was going to be somebody more do you know who Alpha M is on YouTube? Kind of very, very button up shirt, very like you were saying, like gelled or moosed short hair, wearing like maybe a thin gold chain, tucks in his shirt, wears chino pants to go out and nice shoes.
Well, let's not
that
be
kind of a guy,
chinos.
a James Bond-esque wannabe guy. Yeah.
That is what I imagined. But this dude, Coach Jesse, as he's 212 videos for Coach. This dude is what do you think his retention rate is? What do you think his YouTube retention rate is?
I mean, he's got the
stats
on it.
What happened here? Oh, they've lost 5,942. Is that views or is that subscribers? It must be views.
Views. Look at the graph label, the title.
Yeah.
Do you think Coach Jesse starts his videos with, would you know that 30% of you aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel? Like, do you think he hits him with the prototypical YouTube intro?
You know what he probably does? This is probably what he does. Hey, stop looking at my condoms.
No, Coach Jesse doesn't use condoms. Like, that's apparent. We all know that off the rip.
Let's take a look at his videos. Bad Boys, Why They Win. Okay.
Let's go to Why Girls Hate Sims. I want to watch Why Girls Hate Sims.
Where is it?
Get her chasing you.
It's
on far right, same column.
Far right, same row.
Same row.
What's up, guys? It's Jesse here, and today we are talking about simps and why all this gratuitous simping
We're talking about
got
simps.
to stop today.
You know how he threw simply in there with
as
sim?
possible. You know these guys
that
that grovel for the attention of a pretty girl, hoping that he can just one day sneak into her pants. One day he can make her like him.
I think he drew that girl.
All she's
Yeah, for sure.
The dude's an
100%.
artist. He's an artist.
He's got pretty good art
Look
skill.
at the freeze. Look at the freeze frame you just got on.
Wow.
This is how you grab breasts. All right.
Looks like he's about to
Real
do
life
that.
tutorial.
So I want to see his origins. Let's because I want to know, how do you get to this like profession? What is it that you do? What happens to you? Like you're like, oh, you know, I got laid once and I really like this, so I want to do it a bunch. And I want to teach other people.
Brings me to what I was talking about. Like, how the biggest thing for me that's so strange about this is, how do you accredit yourself on being at least a quality coach, providing value? What the hell are we looking at right now?
Grim, I need you to go back for a second. Look at the level of clickbait he's gone up from the beginning. Check look, just clips of the video. And he realized, ooh, maybe I'll add some words. But keep going. This guy goes from just a couple words on the screen with the pictures. As you go up top, the big question, what's going on?
The emojis.
The emojis keep going. He realizes girls get him clicks. Boom, brings in the girls.
This dude he nailed the click-through rate. He was just like, bam, this is how you get the fucking click-throughs, man. Oh my God.
Get her same day lay. It's like an Amazon same day delivery is what that one is.
See, and that's what I was kind of getting at, was like, how do you guarantee this type of a business in terms of like are you bonded and insured? Like what in the hell is going on here? Like to like Grim said, you listen to Jason Mraz on a date and you get laid, and then this is the persona that jumps out at you, Imagine
him walking into like Edward Jones, like, hello, I need some financial advice. I'm making all this money. okay, sir, what is your profession? Well, I help men get laid on the internet.
I
And it's
can't.
like, what?
Yeah, I
Excuse me?
create content, and then they dig deeper, and they're like, "You're a pickup artist lay coach." Like what?
So,
Dude, click on the next one. How hot are the girls? My review. Like what a video.
Hold
it was
on.
right next to that one.
I
let's-
review.
let's do this one step at a time here.
Yeah,
We have
this is the first video.
this is his very first video he's ever released. It's called "Is It Okay to Desire and Date Far Younger Women?" So what age range would you think is appropriate?
I don't think me and Jesse agree on the same age ranges.
I know.
I feel like
You think so?
I feel like Jesse's age range is like
Gotta be
much
over
lower.
21 for me. at
No,
least.
I mean I don't think Jesse thinks that.
Hey
I know.
guys, it's
Let's find
Jesse
out.
Charger here.
Also, why is the audio just on one side? What is that? This is before
Yeah, it's on
What
the
is
left,
that
huh?
headset?
this is before he became a YouTube
This
guy,
is,
all right?
is this from the 90s?
With seduction science, and the question is it okay to sexually desire far younger women, even barely legal girls, or girls that are 10 years or 20 years or even
I told
30
you.
years younger than
I
yourself?
told you.
Very controversial, and I really don't see that topic addressed very much.
There's probably a good reason why that topic isn't addressed very much. And gang, you're completely muted.
We're about to get into sus territory here. And
But
we're
this
20
is
seconds
the
in. We're
he
20
only has-
seconds in. On a 7-minute video, this man could either bury himself or, I mean, as we've seen, to the moon. Continue.
I mean,
Before we go further, can we see the top comment? I just have to know
Yes,
what
agreed,
the top
agreed,
comment
agreed.
is.
I agree with everything you said in this situation. It's normal and it's healthy, and yet you bring something that no one would offer, which is love and respect. Yes, it is. I love older men. The older, the better. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. There's a difference between like
Read the last sentence. Older men have more money. That same comment.
Look at the
I was
one right
waiting
below
for
it.
it. I was
Well
waiting for
said.
the landing and I didn't hear it. And I was like, no, you didn't just fucking look away.
great video, Jesse.
Preach on. That one ends with preach on.
All right,
I
let's go-
don't.
let-
Okay.
Let's get
Let's
into
deep
it.
dive. Let's deep dive.
maybe there's a redemption arc. All right, let's give him 30 more seconds.
redemption arc. Okay. Are we going to do like front to back?
No,
like-
no, no. Well,
The first video and the newest video?
well, there's another video that I want to watch besides this. It's
Okay,
called
Hey,
it's called the blowjob pattern, and I want to
Pattern.
so
That one,
okay.
I have a lot of thoughts on that one. We're gonna get to that in a second.
yes.
A red-blooded 85-year-old man would make love to a teenage 18-year-old girl in a heartbeat if given half the chance. It's true.
I know he doesn't get a redemption. It went worse even.
You know, maybe the end of the video.
Dustin's like, man, I really need that beer.
Speaking
All right,
of,
the last 30 seconds of
Far younger women. And you're most likely just a better fit for a younger girl than a boy her own age. So don't feel shy. Don't feel shameful about desiring or seeking out a younger partner. It's perfectly natural. It's good for you, and it's good for the girls too.
that awkward pause at the end is good for the girls too.
It's he doesn't, it's like not even smiling and stuff. Like there's no presence of that.
just judging on this video alone, I feel like he's the kind of guy that just makes sure he finishes as fast as possible during every sexual activity.
Leans back like,
hey, guys.
oh wow.
Like generous lover is not a phrase I think describes Jesse.
So
Oh, I can't.
in this video, you can totally tell he has a different energy. You know, he's been on YouTube for a little bit. He's created more videos. But what really got me on this video, the reason why I clicked it, is the fucking title. The title is so good. The blowjob pattern. Every girl wants this. Easy flirting trick. What do you think this video is about?
So this has to be a patented technique he's got. He calls it the blowjob pattern that always ends in head but never ends in sex. This is guaranteed to get you a blow,
Agreed,
but nothing
agreed.
more. Nothing more. And you have to be wearing that fedora. It's like required in the pattern. He's probably going to say it in the first 10 seconds.
What you want to do is find your best local hat store.
I think
get 6 made.
I think based off the titles that this guy's probably he has to be self-aware. He knows what he's doing. I think that he understands like there's some level of humor in what's happening. And
absurdity. Yes.
I think that he understands that.
Jesse here.
What I will say is he's gone up from, I think the last video had about 6,000 views up to 14,000 now. And his likes to dislike ratio is very good on both videos.
That's favorable.
Very high.
Agreed.
Yep.
And I bet if you go to the top comment, it's people saying, "Thank you for teaching me this. I'm looking forward to using it."
Very explicit, but funny. Felt like you stopped short of a conclusion. Or did I doze off?
Ooh. Oh.
He retorts with, "Oh my God, there's a review from him." But real quick, I'm just going to guess what he retorts. And he goes, "That is actually the purpose." Oh, it's just a thanks. Get out.
Thanks.
I wanted it to be like, actually, the reason that you want to do this is not to initiate going all the way.
Okay,
Jesse,
look at that one.
Do you do in-person training? I know you live right near me.
Well,
sketch.
So I didn't think I'd say this in this whole video, but I'm actually worried for Jesse now. The fact that this person knows where Jesse lives.
Dude,
sounds like a lifetime of prison time for the guy crazy enough to do this in the Me Too era.
Oh, I mean, no, I don't.
Oh, well, you're on a date with a girl and she already likes you. That's when you're using this, not on the open. You know, I just realized is that there's a lot of what we're talking about where we're not explaining. This is also going to be just an audio version of this as well. So I imagine that there's a lot of people that are like, what the hell's going on? Right now, what we're doing is we're reading comments from the videos, and we should probably talk about, hey, we're reading a comment. Like before you read something, just be like, hey, I'm reading a comment right now, whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our Jason Mraz comment really probably didn't hold up in the only audio listening. They didn't get to see this man like we did.
Yeah, we'll get better with that. But he definitely looks. If you just picture Jason Mraz with like a beard,
with like an Amish beard, like a weird under chin beard.
Well, it's like Jason Mraz, but he only drinks Natty Light. Like that.
Bush or something. Yeah.
Well, let's not bring Bush into this topic. This is a Natty Light individual, and you can tell by his facial hair.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and play the first like 45 seconds and see what happens here in this video. This is 45 seconds of the blowjob pattern, and if we like it, maybe we just keep on listening a little bit longer.
Hey, it's Jesse here from Seduction Science, and today I have for you the blowjob pattern, which is an easy flirting trick that you can use on a first date to get a girl hot and bothered for you and want to jump into your bed fast. So imagine this scenario. You find yourself on a first date with a girl you really, really like, but she's getting kind of bored.
But she's kind of a bitch. All right.
This man has it down to a science. We had the first pause was at 23 seconds in that first video. Pause at 26 seconds. Like this man, he's got away with words. Let's keep going.
Also, I think this could have been useful for Grim. Like if Grim, you really missed it at the grocery store. You could have used the blowjob pattern. You just tried it out.
I'm trying to learn, man. They you know what? I'm gonna keep watching. Let's see what happens.
Her is just lacking that magical spark. She's just not really feeling you. And you feel like you could very well lose this girl forever. So how in the world do you amp up that sexual tension fast in just a couple of seconds?
This man's
covertly with just your words. So the girl snaps her attention back onto you and gets excited again and get her thinking about jumping into bed with you. Well, that's
okay, pause, Grim. Let's take a guess on what we think it is. I think he's going to hit him with the classic, like, negative pattern where he's just mean to the girl, kind of nags her, really gets her, like, you know, I think that's how he's going to pull it, be like, oh, who is this? I feel like that's the kind of move this guy takes.
How could this man challenge me?
Yeah.
The audacity.
In a fedora?
In a fedora like that.
I'm thinking what this guy does is he brings lollipops with him everywhere he goes, and then he hands them to girls, and then they start licking it or sticking it in their mouth, and then he goes, "Yeah, you like that? Is that good? Wait until you get a load of this."
We did learn from his first video.
Wow,
that he's
you
okay with
licked that
younger
pretty
girls.
good. Or something weird.
Wanna
Now, you saw that off the thumbnail, right, Grim?
What?
The thumbnail is a woman holding a sucker.
Is it
No,
really?
It's not.
Yes,
No,
I swear
it's-
to God. Yes, it is. Look at that. The subliminal. He's good at subliminal messaging.
Dude,
I'm pretty sure it's down. It was an earlier one.
There it is. It is. It's up. I just saw it. Scroll up. A little more. A little more.
There it is.
There it is. It is a picture,
Dude.
black background, woman tongue out, and a CGI lollipop.
Can we just appreciate how weird that would be to just be at the bar, right? Or you're out and about at the club, and a guy just goes, "Hey, you want a lollipop?" And a woman just being like, "Yeah, that sounds okay. Cool."
Can we notice something real fast?
Yeah.
He has, and just off this screen alone, I'm counting 3 videos about younger girls. That's in just this scroll right here. We have younger girls make mistakes, date younger girls, and how to respond when girls ask, "How old are you?"
1,
How to date younger girls.
2. Those are his most popular videos, it seems like.
Look, there's another one. Row 3, another one.
Yep.
With the emoji face.
How to open her was the thumbnail. Like the URL about the seduction sign / uncage her. What? That is so aggressive.
Also, he has a video right there called 6 Steps to Attracting Latino Women. He has different strategies. This guy really has a way with his YouTube.
bust out the blowjob pattern that I'm about to give you. And if you don't use this, well, then be my guest to have another boring date that goes nowhere, or just
And if you don't use this, well, I guess you don't like blowjobs, dude. Like,
you're not getting a blowjob.
So I think I was wrong.
See-
He's not going to neg the girl. He's going to neg the guy watching the video to force them to use his technique.
you're just not gonna get blowjobs, man. Just it is what it is, dude. But I feel bad for you in a big way.
You think he roasts guys that get laid? He's like, you could have gotten just a blowjob if you used my blowjob pad. Instead, you got laid. Embarrassing.
Imagine like talking to your guy, like our guy friends, you know, like that, like just being like, "Did you get a blowjob?" And you'd be like, you'd be like, "No, man, it just went sideways." And he'd be like, "Should have used the blowjob pattern."
You know,
like,
did you use it?
Did you use it?
Real
Did you do what we were saying, dude?
real homies don't let their homies have sex. It is very cringe of your homies to not get blowies and get sex. I'm just saying.
Do you want to go on another boring date and not ejaculate? Like, it's so strange.
just go on date
All right, let's get
after
more.
date after date and play it real slow, or just use this pattern
I want to know what the pattern is. Or so, give me a little
and
hint.
get her the fast and easy way. So let's crack right into it.
Whoa,
Oh,
absolute pestily steal.
So
yeah.
what you just heard was fucking my brain exploding from fucking seduction science pop-up fucking explosion. Holy fuck.
Broken glass explosion. SE charger.
Real quick,
Seduction
I'm telling
science.
you want to hit that subscribe button. Go on, do it right now, because this channel here,
Go on or I'll fuck you.
it's not like other channels. I mean, what other channel is
I'm not
gonna
like
teach you
other
the
guys.
blowjob pattern? I just give you the hard, honest truth
Oh, he gives you the hard.
about dating, which is pretty hard to find nowadays. So if you don't want to miss out on all the secrets to getting the very best girls, then hit that subscribe button. All right, so this pattern goes way back to Ross Jeffries, around 1998, 1999, I think. It's certainly an oldie, but a goodie, and I found it works for me, so well, I fixed what isn't broken. Although
Get
we
noted,
will
Jesse.
be uniquely modifying it a little bit to
Noted,
pack a little
Jesse.
This
Alright.
is like the tale as old as time for pickup artists, I guess. He's like, this
Yeah.
one goes back to like 1998.
No, so-
Everyone's
and that was-
using it.
That was sort of what, Grim, you remember, we sort of vibe. We went way down the rabbit hole that night. I mean, it was like we both were like, all right, we hopped off a New World and we're like, okay, we're talking about podcast titles and everything and land on this one. And we stay up for like 2 hours extra, just deep diving on this guy and his websites and like courses and videos. And we come upon like a forum, right? Like a private forum. And some of the stuff that's written there is so gamified and so like you said, that sort of like a quintessential like guide. Like there's historical context to it. Like this guy developed this, like it's psychology or something like that, right? It's very dissociated, I feel like, from like reality, where you're just like, you use these like tactics to manipulate somebody else. It's so strange.
The crazy thing to me is like, this guy's not that old, and so he clearly at some point he was the one out looking for these strategies.
Yes,
because you don't just
compile them and learn and study, right?
I bet he maybe didn't pull, and then he started pulling once he started reading the ancient text, if you will, of pickup artistry.
The ancient tablets.
You both are being hardcore cringe right now. If you think about it, dude, you've never been down bad and just in your own thing and just been like, dude, I gotta figure out how to get a blowjob, bro. Like, come on, dude.
If only someone had a pattern.
Dude, this dude was staring at a wall and like fucking shapes started popping up. And he's like, I see a pattern. And the Matrix is showing me the way. It's opened up my doorways of gates of heaven opened up and light started beaming down. And dude is just like, I'm gonna get all the blowies. And I'm gonna teach everybody else how to get blowjobs.
Sexual innuendo. Blowjob communist. He's out here saying everyone gets a blowjob.
Blowjobs for everyone. Elect me.
Why it works so well is that there's really nothing for her to grab onto to resist it. Just think of the 1975 movie Jaws.
What?
The director, Steven Spielberg, he kept having all
fucking record scratch, dude.
I'm trying to figure out when he actually gives
sexual innuendo can have that same magnifying effect on the girl, where you leave it up to the girl's own imagination as to what exactly you're implying. And that's exactly the aim of the sexual innuendo, to simply imply that you would give her the best night of her life. And
the best night of her life by blowing you.
Is sexual innuendos this guy's move?
I think so.
Is his move like every middle school kid's move, but they learn of a sexual innuendo and then use it?
That's a pretty big eggplant. You know what else is big?
I really like
this lollipop. You want to taste it?
Yeah, right.
No, I'm allergic.
Yeah, leave room for her imagination to run.
All right, let's skip ahead a little bit further.
Foods and giving you a blowjob. So she'll say something like, well,
did I just
I'm going to jump back about 10 seconds. Yeah, he just brought food in.
Now we're building up an analogy between her eating her favorite foods and giving you a blowjob. So she'll say something like, well, I love ice cream. Ah, you like ice cream. I can definitely see that. Is that what you're going to do to me? Feed me ice cream until I'm too fat to cheat on you? I bet you...
What?
Imagine.
Like I was like kind of sucked into that sort of dialogue, this imaginary dialogue he was having, and then he dropped that bomb on us. What? What are you talking about? Is this something that he's thinking to himself or what?
Hold on a second. Let me interject my insecurities into this for a second.
Yeah. Imagine you're on this date with this girl, this hot girl, and she's like, Grim, my favorite food is ice cream. And you're just like, cool. Are you going to give that to me till I can't cheat on you? She's like, this is our first date. That's a weird way to go. We're not even committed yet.
Let me show you how insecure I am. Hold on a second.
I met you on Tinder 2 dates ago.
Your favorite flavors are triple chocolate chunk and chocolate therapy, aren't they? And you just spend a moment or two flirting about what kind of food she likes. But now here's where the real...
Is that
you
flirting?
like corn dogs, don't you?
Is that flirting? I bet you like triple chocolate chunk, don't you, dirty slut?
You ever had a banana in your mouth?
You just start like naming like phallic shaped objects to her and just see what like arouses her.
I love
Popsicles.
barbecued hot dogs on a nice long soft bun.
But he's not even using. He could have said banana ice cream. Like that would have been an innuendo, kind of phallic shape. But he goes chocolate. Like that's just a normal type of ice cream.
Keep rolling.
Begins.
just-
You're gonna
that's just
tell
it.
her. Well, for me, I have a particular weakness for chocolate. I mean, can you stop and remember a time when you saw a piece of chocolate and your mouth is already tasting it before you even put it inside? And you can already imagine tasting that sweetness against your tongue?
I want to fuck him.
He's
I just
so
wanna-
seductive with his writing.
I want to
His
fuck him.
scripts aren't so like with all the hards. You'll have a hard time, this is I don't know.
You can
can't tell if
taste
I'm
it on
scared
your
or turned
tongue.
on right now.
Yeah, I mean,
In
I'm
your
just-
mouth.
in your mouth.
I really don't. I mean, I just don't think
Vibes
it
like
works,
I really
Jesse.
don't. I don't like this.
I don't think this would work, Jesse. I'll be the one to come out and say it.
You know, I
I
kind
don't
of
think this works.
so I think the goal is I want to get him onto the actual podcast and talk to him about all of this stuff, like all of the videos and stuff. And I'm sure that a lot of his viewpoints and stuff like that have changed. And I want to give him that opportunity to be like, hey, you know, this is what my courses are like now, and this is like I want to give him the opportunity to tell us what his courses and what everything that he does and teaches is about. But going off of this stuff, it's like it's just weird to me. It's just foreign.
It's just so foreign. Yeah, like the
like the-
mindset behind it. You know,
He's like the Bernie Sanders of brain. He just wants everyone to get down.
So this video is called "Women Just Want to Be Bent Over and Have Their Hair Pulled."
Oh, much lower view rate though. If you look down, 5,000 views from the last one.
What? Win that girl? There's a link here.
What? That's
Oh,
no.
new
Do not
one.
click that link. Do not click that link. He clicked the link.
this
I
is
clicked the
what we
link.
did. This is what we did that initial night, and it went deep.
See you to your computer. See you, boss.
Hi, I'm Jesse.
Okay,
And in
so
the
it just went back
next
to
5 minutes,
Uncager.
I'm going to let
Yeah,
you
it
in on
just-
something.
It's a redirect.
Okay, it just looks terrible.
Yeah,
Oh wait, he has a summary on this one.
How to talk her panties off.
What's our summary? Remember the golden rule. Pickup. Women just want to be bent over and have their hair pulled.
That's an excellent summary. I know exactly what this video is about because of that.
One of the
Yeah.
comments, amazing biological facts. You seem to know more than some PhD professors at one of the largest universities in the country. Seriously, smiley face.
What sample
Please.
size do you think he has for like college professors? Is
Wait,
it like? Is it
time
like?
out.
how he would it's an accreditation issue. Has he gone to multiple schools and been studied under PhD professors enough to
Can you look
have a
at-
huge reference sampling size?
Yeah, dude. That's the real question.
Grim, can you read John's comment there?
John
Read.
Edward.
Yes.
But women knows there is condom, and it has a like. It's liked
By
by
him.
him. What? It's not just liked; it's hearted by him.
Is this gonna be some video perpetuating that you should take off the condom during sex?
King Tristnet says this does sound very rapey.
I think it is. I think he's perpetuating the slide off the condom. They'll never know.
Let's find out.
That or it's
Guys.
gonna be like if I pursue a woman, that's what they want. You know,
Yeah.
and, like if they're any sort of flirtatious, then they're like down to clown, you know?
And if
Yeah.
it's gonna be that they want you to force yourself. Like you need to act.
Yeah,
be
you,
the man.
you need to press yourself up on them
What
real
fuck
salty
no.
like.
What a fucking first episode. Why the first thing we pick is something so fucking heated that like, oh, this is gonna be great. This is good.
Also, can I say that for those of you listening, he picked much worse setup for the video of this gross white wall with a red and white shirt. It's just this is a very unappealing video. You can already tell.
This wall looks like it should be in like a Amityville horror house. Like it looks so moldy and gross and not well.
It looks like a PUBG map. It looks like a PUBG map wall.
So, you know, we're talking crap about that, but maybe there's like actual substance in the video, you know?
This one's only 4 minutes. We should
pickup.
just watch through this one.
Yeah, let's ride this one out.
All right.
Just want to be bent over and have her hair pulled. When you're at the nightclub and you see the stunning girl in the sparkling dress, remember, she just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. When you're talking to your friend's mom and she's really hot.
I just got a picture in my head.
Hold on. Okay. So whatever the picture was in your head, keep it. He just said, whenever you're hitting on your friend's mom. Rewind it a little bit. Well, what's the picture in your head?
So I picture him walking into clubs and just like bending random girls over and pulling their hair and not even doing anything else and just walking away and be like, yeah, she really wanted that. Let me rewind. All right.
She just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. When you're talking to your friend's mom and she's really hot, remember, she just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. When you're at the beach chatting up the girl in the string bikini, remember, she just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. And when you're looking at the stripper who just came off the dance floor, remember, she just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled.
When you're looking at your sister, just remember, she just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. When you're looking at your grandma...
You feel like it would descend down into that, right? Like it's an SNL skit or something.
Just fucking incest.
Here's my problem. I know that this guy clearly thinks it's a bit or something, you know? I worry about all of the people typing comments every time he makes a video like this. It is not good for society what these commenters are thinking.
And when you see that cute, nerdy schoolgirl nose deep in her books, remember, she just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. This should be a mantra in your head every time that you see a woman that stirs your loins. That she
a mantra?
Rhyme's face.
A mantra,
unreal, dude. This is unreal.
Hey, what's your mantra? Like, what do you live by?
Yeah.
She just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. What?
Excuse me?
wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. Now here is the difference between men and women. Men produce millions of sperm every second, and we can make babies with new women just about every day in theory. Women want to be bent over and fucked hard, but women can only carry one child a year, more or less. So it's a much bigger investment for them. Women want a man's sperm just as much as that we want to give it to them, but because of their reproductive limitations, women have to be pickier than men, about the men that they sleep with, even though they want the act of good sex just as much as we do. And how do women choose that man? Well, they want the guy that takes action and doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I saw this coming.
Doesn't give a fuck. Man.
Right?
So
Also, the balls on this man to think that every woman decides any sexual partner by if I would want to carry his child.
Yeah.
Very, very not progressive of Jesse here.
And that comment about the rapiness, I feel like it will only
Get worse.
Get worse. Yeah.
take action, girls generally don't want you. When you don't take action and you just look at the girl and then you stall out, it's proof right there to the girl that you're not high value enough, that you see the girl as higher value than yourself, or you see yourself as being too low value to deserve the girl. But when you do take action, that makes you instantly attractive. This means that at the very least, girls want to meet a man that takes initiative and goes up to them, opens them, and is cool and calm and relaxed and makes.
Did he say
So
opens
he's been
them?
anti-simp. Yeah, he said opens them. He's been anti-simp forever, is what I'm learning. This
Yes.
guy's been anti-simp before simp took over the internet.
In
Yeah,
1998, we
easily.
were all simps, and he wasn't.
He's woke.
He's woke.
He's the woke
It's
pickup
woke
artist.
to the symptom.
Woke
The
to the symptom.
symptom.
good, piercing eye contact with a steady voice. So remember, women want sex just as much as we men do. The catch is that they want sex from the guy who has the balls and the cojones to go up to her and take.
He's a coney.
I'm offended by this. I'm offended.
as a Latin person, that was probably ear cringe.
God, that was so good.
Cojones.
Cojones.
They got the cojones. He's
Sounds
wearing
like
a cowboy hat and says cojones. Come on, Jesse, you got to at least say it right.
Women want to be bent over, and they want to be taken by a guy who just goes for what he wants. Your challenge then is to go on the journey of tweaking your self-identity to be this kind of take what's mine kind of guy. And that's the fundamental shift in reality you want to make to start getting laid. Even better, you can also make this mantra just something that you say during the day when you go out, that women just want to be bent over and have their hair pulled as a core
Oh my
belief.
God, that is not a good mantra to have. You should not go out in public
so not
and be like,
good.
and be like, you know what? See that girl over there? I bet she wants to get fucked.
Could you imagine? You're sitting on the bus, just chilling, going back to work or whatever, and someone next to you just goes, women just want to be bent over and have their hair pulled. Like he's saying his mantra to himself. Like, I'm calling the cops.
Yeah,
I
that's immediate action. Like
Dude,
that's
he fucking signs up for yoga class. It's like a hot yoga class. He's just sitting there. Girls just want to be bent over and be fucked, dude.
Just like
it's not good. It's just not good.
Tell yourself.
89 people liked this video. 89 people said, yep.
Dude, again, that ratio of likes to dislikes, that's not bad. 89 to 16 dislikes.
He's got the
That
ratio.
could be far worse. That could be far worse. Let's agree that, with the
I
rapey
dislike this
vibes of
video.
I would dislike this video 100%.
There we go. And Grim did it.
Grim coming in clutch. Okay, good.
Grim
Okay.
did it. Went up to 17 dislikes.
So when you're out on the street or at the mall or in a bar or in a club, you can just practice this thought on every single girl that you see. Oh, that cute mom over there. She just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled.
Right in front of her kid.
You see the not so attractive girl and you think to yourself, oh, she just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. Or you see the pretty girl that you want to meet and you think to yourself, oh, she just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled. Taking that mindset on can make it much easier to approach girls. You'll be less nervous because it's a thought that will crowd out the negative self-talk like, what will she think of me? And will this approach go well? Because your conscious mind can really only hold one or two thoughts at a time. So if you practice over and over again thinking, oh, this girl, she just wants to be bent over and have her hair pulled, it will tend to crowd out or push out the negative self-talk thoughts, and you'll be much more likely to take action. So just try this mantra next time you're out and have fun with it, guys. Until next time, Jesse out.
Have fun
So
with
this
mentally
work-
raping people.
This works. Like, I get what he's saying. If he just didn't use that mantra. If
It's
his mantra
not-
was
it's-
like, if
yeah.
his mantra was like, I'm good enough. If
Yeah.
that's the mantra he has in his head,
She's
like,
also a human with her own flaws. We're all imperfect, and I'm gonna be the best that I can be. And you approach that person like instead
gang-
of she just wants to get fucked.
Gang, that's very feminist of you. That's very progressive.
So now
Thanks.
that we've watched this whole video, can we go back to John's comment? Because I really don't know. John was kind of out of pocket with this one, if I'm being real. But women knows there is condom. John, at no point did he talk about that.
And why did Jesse like it?
And why did he like it?
Yeah.
That's
I
one of
thought-
those that you leave that there. You let that do its own thing and get disliked in its own accordance.
But no one disliked it.
100% right. Yep.
There's a K-pop stan commenting on the video, and they say 100% right, and Jesse replies, "Yep."
It's so.
How does that work? How does the YouTube algorithm give a K-pop stan like Jesse's video? Like, what were they searching beforehand to like for YouTube to be like, you know what, this person probably needs to see this?
I think I see the lines, to be honest. I think he's watching K-pop videos. He's deep in them, and then he's like, "How to pick up a K-pop star," and then he's like, "How to pick up a girl," and then he gets to Jesse, and he sees this, and he's like, "This trick, I got to know." And he's watching, and in his mind, he's like, "Those K-pop stars do just want to be bent over and have their hair pulled."
Dude,
And, that dude
True.
probably
That's
eats and
very
breathes it.
that's a very good what do we want to call that? We need to coin that a term. Mind mapping. Good
That's-
mind map.
No, that's
Good mind map.
that's Vibe doing too many wiki races.
Dude, my wiki races are unmatched.
So let's go and get into like this like courses and stuff like that. Let's see what he has like right now. Let's take a look at these reviews. Here's what other guys have been saying. Jesse's stuff will blow your mind. I've studied Jesse's methods since I've known him, which is how long? And I can say for a fact that there is nothing else that comes close to what he teaches.
Okay, let's read Richard's because it's almost the scenario I brought up.
I found myself on the metro coming home from work, sitting next to an exotic-looking woman reading the paper. Using your methods, I was able to engage her 5 minutes of flirting, and she enthusiastically gave up her number. ...
Gave up? She gave it up.
It's so like, I don't know. It just, yeah.
It's that one Mad TV skit. Hey, can I get your number?
Yeah.
Who is Jesse
Let's see
Charger?
who he is.
Hi, my name is Jesse. My instant attraction advice reaches tens of thousands of great guys all over the world. And for nearly 20 years now, I've coached thousands of men the real truth of dating and relationships, demonstrating to men live. Wait, did my grammar did my grammar fucked up? Demonstrating to men live.
No, you had it right.
What is this
Demonstrating
sentence?
to men live in 65 cities around the world how to make a girl fall head over heels in love with a man in just a single conversation.
But
bold. Now I started out as a pretty normal guy. He might do like travel. Like, do you think he travels, you know?
Does
like
he travel? Could we see him?
travel coaching?
Not on Twitch. Grim is currently going into Twitch and looking up Jesse Charger.
No,
It's not live on
can't
Twitch.
be him.
No.
He said live, man. He said live. He might be on Twitch.
No,
Or maybe Instagram or
Dude, this guy is us. This guy is us.
back in high school, I'd play video games all day and program computers. I loved women too, but I didn't know how to talk to them or what to say, and girls just flat out ignored me. I wondered why douchebags got laid as easily as going to the ATM while I couldn't even get a girl to kiss me on the cheek.
Man, Jesse sounds lame. I don't want this dude teaching me stuff.
See, okay, so that brings me back to my original question, right? Is how, and like you mentioned the legacy stuff where he's like, oh, this is a proven method from 1975, which is developed by Gary Ross or whatever, you know, whatever the fuck his name was. And there's probably tons of those, right?
Wait,
But
I just
how
saw the
do
Jesse
you-
guarantee.
Where?
How
Oh
He
yeah.
has the guarantee.
Is there? It was the first one. First
It's
question.
the first one.
Jesse, is there a guarantee? Of course. In fact, if you don't think this is the best program you've ever seen for pulling women into your life, just let me know and I'll courteously refund every last penny. No questions asked and no hassles.
Wow,
That's pretty confident.
that's real confident, dude.
No way he actually refunds anyone. No, not a chance. How difficult is this course to learn? It's easy. That's it. Oh no. One of the top asked questions is, will this course help me get my ex-girlfriend back?
Big cringe. Big cringe on that one.
And here's Jesse's response. Yes, this program will get your ex back.
Yes, absolutely.
No.
Let me refresh this.
And it says, and be fiercely more loyal.
So she was a cheater. You want to get her back, you know, and make her more loyal. I got you. So this is a like third-party website that they rip courses and like sell them. And obviously it's like super shady and like weird. It's called Am's Library. And one of his old courses that he no longer sells is called, and for good reason, I'm assuming, it's called Jesse Charger, Nonverbal Sexual Mind Control. I have to find this course. I have to find it.
I'm just intrigued on what Jesse thinks the move is.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I almost shit a brick, dude. I thought that thumbnail of the TED Talk was him. How funny would that be if he had a full-blown TED Talk, dude? They hear it like during the rehearsal, you know, like leading up to it, and literally the whole staff is just like side eyeing each other, like,
Can somebody read this?
We didn't know we approved this.
I think we fucked up.
Can somebody read the description of this, please?
I love having innocent conversations laced with sexual tension because it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You don't want a woman to look at you as just a friend. You want her to feel the sexual tension every time you speak to her. She has to feel your masculine intent. And she's
all caps.
And that she's in immediate danger of being laid on her back around you.
Whoa. Wait, would you?
That's what it says.
Why would you start it like that?
Okay.
We're not done.
Dude, just at any moment, I could just fucking pile drive you into the ground and fuck the shit out of you. Okay, keep going.
And
sorry.
The ability to project sexuality to a woman is fundamental and key to nonverbal sexual mind control. After all, there's a big difference between just he's an attractive guy to I want to fuck this guy right now. Women often won't act on simple attraction alone, but when they feel physical, visceral, can't explain it, hot in the pants, sexual attraction, they will go out of their way to seduce you. They'll offer you their numbers, take your calls, and try to make excuses to talk with you. Routines, lines, and tips aren't going to be much help if you fundamentally you're not a sexually masculine man. Download now. Wow.
So
let me say,
it's a good thing that
that grammar on that last sentence made my head hurt.
Yeah, you saw me mid-read.
He should have just said, aren't going to be much help if you are fundamentally not a sexually masculine man.
Yeah, he put a lot of words.
I got you, Jesse. I'll be your editor, dude. Hit me up. I'll write a couple articles for you. So since apparently we can all get accredited.
So apparently,
my body count's hella high, dude. Triple digits.
Nick, I need to see your body count, and I do see sightings of all of your sexual interactions.
I was thinking about it the other day because of this exact thing, and it was I've probably slept with about 10 to 12 women, which is modest.
Respectable count.
Yeah. I'm not out here slinging dick, you know.
No, you're slanging it.
I'm slanging it. You already know.
Dude, I get laid on the daily. I took Jesse's course, and I'm out there just pile driving cashiers and women behind me in aisles all the damn time.
Your friend's hot
the
mom.
Shit out of them. My grandma, dude, I'm just picking them up, slamming them down, showing my masculine chest, bro, and I'm fucking them.
Yeah, when I read that line of she's in immediate danger, in my head was
laid on her back around you.
Should I was like mid-read, I was like, should I just tell him to cut this? Because I don't know if I want the recording of me reading this.
It's they're in danger of you doing that. They're in danger of being put on their back.
I'm in physical fear that he might lay me on the back. I'm terrified.
I'm literally quivering.
So there's a good reason why he's not selling this anymore. That's horrid. But he also writes articles. And one of his old articles is Harem Building 101, starting your own circle of hot chicks.
And that was, and if you remember, Vibe, that was how we got to it, because it was a podcast title too that went along with this, right, Grim? Or was this?
No. We were joking around, and since everything was taken for podcast names, I was just like, you know what? Let's just do Harem 101 or something like that. And I Googled it, and I found this article. And this is our first introduction.
How to start a harem.
How to start a harem, yeah. I
suggested how to start a harem as as like a joke topic, like being like, why don't we just? Or you remember we found the one that was like the Israeli, like sketchy, down with the West vibes kind of podcast. You remember that? Yeah, dude. I'm not kidding.
We found a lot of interesting podcasts. So this is like an article that I found from like the Wayback Machine.
It's about the video we just watched.
Yeah, it's the women just want to be bent over and have their hair pulled. And it's basically the same thing that he talks about in his video.
Oh, you just read this, Doc?
Well, you want me to read it?
Yeah, I think he did. No, I think he just read this when he made the video. I think he literally just read this. He transcribed what he said in that video.
But
but there's like comments on this?
There's comments on it. In the comments is why I have this link up.
Oh no.
There's a comment that says gay bottom dudes love being bent over but can't get their hair pulled because they all have short hair. LOL.
That's just not factually true even. Like, I think you're just making assumptions at that point.
What a generalization that was.
Wait a second. Is this the same comment from YouTube just with a different person saying it?
Yes.
Yeah. I do think that it finally took a long time, but
Robert Howells.
yeah, it's Robert Howell.
Where's the link again? Hold on. Oh, no, it's the same person.
It took us a long time, but Michael Anderson standing up for the right things on these.
For sure. Women don't want to be raped, asshole.
I'm amazed
he nailed that one.
I'm amazed it took us this long for someone to take this stance.
Yeah.
Cool Gent 75. Is this like the AOL Instant Messenger name this guy's had? Oh, so I'm Cool Gent 75. Gotta hide my real identity because I'm condoning this guy's ridiculous behaviors.
Whoa, James got it completely backwards here. I remember one article you posted a while ago that if a girl you've approached is still here and doesn't leave, then she wants your dick or something like that. I used to have that mindset, but what's stopping me from getting that girl to bending me over is my conversation.
Oh, so
he's going to be bent over?
So this guy thought that this was like a pegging tutorial. and how to proposition somebody to peg you. This is okay.
I found.
Do you think a lot of people downloaded the game Peggle by accident? Now that I'm thinking about it, you bring this up. Do you remember when Peggle blew up? Do you think people just like downloaded it because they thought it was one thing, and then now I'm playing the game, so might as well put some hours in.
I'm playing this now.
It's crazy to me because, like, I mean, I can't say for sure, but this guy's doing enough that he seems to make this a point of his life, at least for what looks to be a 5-year span. This was kind of his thing.
His videos, those real rough videos were about, go to his most recent video.
It was 5 days ago.
The oldest one was 7 years ago, like one of those first ones.
Yeah.
Guys, over the last 20 years, I've coached.
Look, his art's still so good.
He's an artist, dude. I bet he draws doodles on napkins and then like hands it to
Gives it to pretty girls.
And then they're like, he's like, hey, you want to be bent over and fucked? and then like runs away.
God.
So this video's only been out at this point. It came out on October 15th. We're recording this on the 20th, right? So we have a 5-day of this video being up. No one's downvoted it. Only good reviews.
Wow.
But he might have changed the way that some of his viewpoints, because it has been a while. Most guys that are like this.
Agree or disagree? The number one trait that's attractive to women in a man.
What is that? We have to watch till the trait.
We got it.
We got to at least figure out what the trait is.
I've coached hundreds of men, and I've socialized with hundreds of women. I've learned a lot over
cutting
these
in
20
videos
years
now.
He's got nice B-roll, dude.
I've also learned what is the
B-roll
number
setup?
one most attractive quality that you can have to women.
Doodling.
It's not looks, guys. It's not money.
He learned about B-roll, and he's just
conversation.
He's on the B-roll train.
What is
learned
this
about
mystery
stock
trait,
footage
guys? What
and
is the
said
number one
yes.
thing that women respond
100%.
to above all else? Well, guys, it is cockiness.
This is like cock. Just leave it there.
They're gonna want one thing and one thing only. First thing above all else, cock.
I thought he was gonna write confidence at first. As he started, I was like, "Oh, confidence. That makes sense." And I was like,
maybe he has grown, you know.
And then I was like, "Oh, is he just gonna leave it at cock? Is that what this is gonna end? Just
cock.
Confidence.
Just do the bleep.
Okay, see, there it is.
Having a sort of playful, cocky confidence. And I'm going to give you the 3 reasons why right now this is the most attractive trait to women. Gentlemen, the first reason.
Can we just jump to the end where he has them written on the board? I think we can read them ourselves. I think we'll gather the gist of his I did not think that.
Hold on. This still right here with his face and posture and having all of it up there, that is so fucking funny, dude.
So
Okay, be real with me, boys. That top one, did you guys think it said something that wasn't rare?
you think it said because I 100% thought it said for number one.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he hasn't changed. He's really he's a terrible person. He's an absolutely terrible person.
It's just number one right off the bat, dude. You gotta be a
And with that cocky confidence, you got.
I'm gonna be you in the mouth. Rest in peace, Trevor.
Does he kind of look like S-Fan? Like a
Whoa.
Floridan S-Fan? I'm getting these Florida S-Fan vibes with this face he's making here.
Definitely not.
Dude, I think it's there. You just don't watch enough S-Fan.
What are these numbers? So the attractive traits, and you said skip to the end, and we'll know exactly what's happening in the video. Like we'll know the 3 points.
I know nothing.
But I know nothing from
I
this.
can tell you everything that happened in this video with this still alone.
Because I can't tell you everything.
I can tell you the whole video. I can tell you front to back. I'll save you 18 minutes. Here's what it is. The number one most attractive trait to women, cocky confidence. Because it's rare to find a man with cocky confidence. And it's an honest signal that he is who he is. She knows that you're being your honest self. And you're showing her that. And since you're coming off with this confidence, this je ne sais quoi, she needs to prove herself and prove that she's worth you. So you flip the script. Now she needs to be the one working.
Fucking nailed it, bro.
Holy
nailed
fuck.
it, dude.
Are you just selling courses now?
Are you a fucking alpha giga Chad, dude? Excuse me?
You may not have known this. I am an absolute alpha Chad.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I mean, it's why he's the married one out of all of us. It's true.
It's true. It's true.
I mean, honestly, I'm embarrassed you guys couldn't figure this out.
Watch
you
the
guys aren't alphas.
watch the conclusatory couple of minutes.
See if I'm right.
Since I'm trying to win him over, I must like him. I'm trying to get him to like me. That's a new feeling. I've never felt that before. That never happens before with a guy. There's something different about this man, right?
Je ne sais
Asking
quoi.
a girl provocative, challenging screening questions. I mean, nice guys just don't.
You guys hear the soundtrack, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it makes me want to just get up and
True love
twerk.
dance.
He wants me to
Well,
get up and
groovy.
just. I was gonna say, you know what? We won't go with a mantra right now, all right?
Don't do that. Nice guys just don't do that. They don't. A guy who feels like he's below the girl in status, he will never, ever in 1,000,000,000 years attempt to screen her. He's just not gonna do it. But when you have confidence, guys, when you are a cocky badass, when you exude that top dog cocky confidence, well, screening questions are just gonna come out of your mouth naturally. They're gonna come out automatically because, baby, I'm up here. Because I am the best you are ever gonna get. The best you are ever gonna get. I am your very best option. I am presenting you with the gift of meeting me. So I gotta see what you bring to the table here. What do you have to
I
offer
killed this.
me?
I was
Why
spot
should I
on.
pick you?
Yeah.
Because look,
Yeah,
there's
for sure.
1,000 other
100%.
pretty faces out there, but there's just one in me. Yeah, girl, sure, you have options, but you have false options. You got 100 beta boy simps on your phone. Then you
That's YouTube. That's YouTube, beta boys.
I just got fucking called out, dude.
He fucking got me.
over backwards to take it up the rear for you. But you don't even
Big
want those.
Sorry, what?
Excuse me, Coach Jesse.
Whoa, back that on up.
Have false options. You got 100 beta boy simps on your phone bending over backwards to take it up the rear for you. But you don't even want those guys. You don't even want them. Well, there's just one of me. So I'm gonna ask you these provocative, challenging questions because, girl, you gotta win me over. Me. You gotta win me over. And guys, a pretty girl, that's what she wants in a man. That's what she wants. A pretty girl wants to chase after a man. A pretty girl wants to chase after a cocky bad boy. That is what she's waiting for, to meet a challenging guy just like that. That is what is intoxicating to her. That is her drug. And guys, that's why cocky confidence is the single most attractive trait you can have. And finally, guys, go to Win That Girl right now. This is important.
Such a terrible website.
WinThatGirl.com. I have to say, I'm impressed. You know,
You nailed that one, Vibe. I'll give you that.
I'm telling you, you guys had no read on it, but from the moment I saw that whiteboard, I knew what he was selling. Because you just have to know, you have to put your mind in this kind of cowboy hat dude's head. Like, what's he thinking?
What kind of demographic would he be if he's exuding that vibe? No pun intended.
Like that?
That he is going to be speaking to that exact line of type of person that would think in that way. And it's just so strange to me, again, coming back to it, because I just can't. This is the biggest stipulation about all of this, the whole thing. How do you accredit yourself? Like, how do you establish in terms of like authenticity, right? Like, as a pickup artist, are there accreditation schools, like trainer certifications and coaching certifications for this shit? Like, it baffles me.
I bet after every time Jesse pulls, he has a girl like sign a notepad, just like
fucking
another one off the
NDA.
list. Yeah. He says, you can't talk about how I picked you up. You can't give away my secrets for free.
He has a sticker board at home, and it's a gold
gives
star.
Himself gold stars.
Go ahead and take one of those off of the sheet and put it up on the wall.
He just sits back in his chair. Look at all this pussy I've slain.
Also,
look at how many times I've fucked.
I think Jesse's the kind of guy to never call a girl back for a second time.
No.
Dude,
not a chance.
He's a giga chad.
Not at all.
Not a chance.
But here's the thing.
One and done. Hit it and quit it, you know?
Jesse, we want you to come on the podcast. We think that you should come talk to us about your courses, about your technique, and show us beta simps how to be giga chads and pick up girls. If you're down, you should come on.
You said you like, going and challenging a girl's intellectualness. I want to challenge you. I want to battle to see if I can just know all of your stuff without taking your course. I want to know if I'm in Coach Jesse's mind.
That's the end of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the whole way through. What I want you to do is down below is comment your worst pickup line. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I am Grimmisk, and I'll let them say their outros. It's been a pleasure having you, and we'll see you next time.
I'm Genghis Khan, and make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment your worst dating or pickup line that you've delivered or not delivered. And see you guys on the next one.
Yeah, I'm Vibe Chicken. Thanks again for listening. Can't wait to see what the next topic the boys all decide to talk about. So if you have any suggestions, put those down there too, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, and join the Discord. I will put a link to the Discord
link down below. Get that, smash that, hip thrust that.
Join the Discord, start talking, give suggestions.
Cool stuff happening in the Discord.
Yeah, we have we'll have Jesse come in on Discord and teach us a thing or two.
We can get a class for the whole Discord, man. Some of our boys need it.
It's $10 extra. All right. I'll end that there.